first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to John Ross. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And complete right side to Cook. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs. This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. This goes out wide from Mixon. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Onto a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Gregory. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Brian Burns. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will take over.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up when the ball gets to the receiver. Moment of truth, knock it away.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The stop there by Jay Tufele. 7-7, our score after 1. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Cook again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He finds his man complete. That's Flynn. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Here we go. Track open.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Right back to Cook for another completion. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's got room at the 30, and he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And it's caught. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll look to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now back to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down the number before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Flynn. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Hopkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Getting the ball is Cook, right left. Brought down around the 16 or 17, showing some tough running there. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Eagles on third down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Left side, Cook. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at FedEx Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. That one looks like he'll throw here. This goes out wide from Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
That's good for the Lions.
They'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Back to throw here. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.